Sofia Morales grew up in a small Spanish town near Valencia, where the sound of waves mixed with the chatter of tourists every summer. She was shy, quiet, and often hid behind the last row in her classroom. Her teacher said she was polite but distracted, the kind of student who tried but never quite shined. At age 12, Sofia failed her English class. While her classmates could introduce themselves with confidence, Sofia stammered and blushed, her words tangled like fishing lines. Her parents, kind but worried, told her not to push herself too hard. But deep inside, Sofia hated the feeling of limitation. Every time tourists passed her family's bakery asking for directions in broken Spanish, she wished she could answer them easily, to bridge the space between their worlds. One night, while cleaning her father's storage room, she found an old cassette player and a set of worn-out English tapes labeled "Learn Fast. English for Beginners." Out of curiosity, she pressed play. A calm voice repeated simple phrases. "My name is John. What is your name?" It was dull to most, but to Sofia it was music, a rhythm she could control, a pattern she could memorize. Every night after her parents slept, she'd listen to those tapes under her blanket with a flashlight, whispering words until they made sense. Within months, her accent softened, and her vocabulary exploded. By the time she returned to school, even her teacher was shocked. "Who helped you?" the teacher asked. Sofia smiled nervously. "No one. Just a cassette." That small victory sparked something powerful inside her. Curiosity mixed with obsession. English was no longer a subject, it was a doorway. She wanted more. When her father lost his job that winter, the house grew colder, literally and emotionally. To distract herself, Sofia downloaded free French lessons online. The sound of the French language fascinated her. Elegant, rhythmic, alive. She didn't know it yet, but she had found her gift. A mind that could absorb sounds like a sponge. Her mother began calling her La Chica de los Idiomas, the language girl. It was meant as a joke, but Sofia wore it like a crown. By 14, she could read English books, watch movies without subtitles, and carry small conversations in French. She spent her weekends in the library, whispering words from dictionaries while her classmates went shopping or scrolled through social media. Sofia's world began to expand far beyond her small Spanish town. She started chatting with people online, a girl from Canada who loved literature, a boy from Italy who played guitar, and a college student from Japan who taught her basic readings. Every conversation became a lesson, every friend a teacher. Her parents didn't fully understand what she was doing. "Why so many languages?" her mother asked once. "You only need one good job." But Sofia didn't want just a job. She wanted connection, to understand the way people thought, felt, and lived. Languages, she realized, were not just words. They were windows into souls. By 16, she spoke fluent English, conversational French and Italian, and could read German text. She spent her evenings writing small notes in different languages, taping them to her wall. Bonjour, ciao, hello, hello. Her bedroom became a gallery of voices. Her teachers noticed. One afternoon, the principal asked her to give a short speech in English for a visiting exchange group. Nervous but determined, Sofia stood before the audience and began. "Good morning. My name is Sofia Morales, and I love learning languages because they make the world smaller." The applause that followed felt unreal. For the first time, she didn't feel invisible. She felt seen, understood, connected. Soon, local newspapers wrote small articles about the polyglot girl from Valencia. She smiled when she saw her photo in print, holding her old cassette player, the same one that started it all. But instead of feeling done, she felt hungry for more. She moved to online language forums, where she met native speakers who challenged her to practice. She would mimic accents, record herself, and compare notes. When she discovered Japanese, everything changed again. The language was difficult. Strange characters, multiple alphabets, but Sofia fell in love with its beauty. She studied for hours, scribbling symbols until her wrists ached. Within a year, she could hold basic conversations with her Japanese pen pal, Yuki, who sent her postcards every month. At 17, Sofia decided to make her passion useful. She signed up to teach English and Spanish to foreigners online. At first, she charged almost nothing, afraid people wouldn't trust a teenager. But her natural warmth and precise explanations drew students from around the world. One of them, a travel vlogger from Germany named Lena Schmidt, recorded a short video showing Sofia explaining Spanish idioms in perfect English. The video went viral overnight. Comments flooded in. Who is this girl? 7 languages? Incredible! Soon Sofia's TikTok page exploded. She made short clips comparing accents and teaching fun phrases in multiple languages. In one video she switched between English, French, German, Italian, Japanese, Mandarin and Spanish all fluently. Got over 5 million views. Media outlets began contacting her. Her email filled with messages from journalists and talent scouts. She couldn't believe it. The shy girl who once failed English was now inspiring millions to learn languages. When El País featured her under the headline, "The girl who learned 7 languages before 20, her parents cried. Her father whispered, "You've built your own future, Sofia." But what made her truly happy wasn't fame. It was hearing from followers who said, "You inspired me to start learning too." She realized she wasn't just studying words anymore. She was spreading courage. Sofia decided to learn Mandarin next, drawn by its tones and symbols. Within 8 months she could chat with Chinese friends online. Her method was simple but powerful. She made mistakes loudly, learned from them quickly, and never stopped listening. By 19, Sofia spoke 7 languages fluently: Spanish, English, French, Italian, German, Japanese, and Mandarin. She could move through conversations like music, switching tones, accents, and gestures naturally. She was invited to speak on The Morning Circle, a Spanish television program about young innovators. Sitting under bright lights facing cameras for the first time, she took a deep breath and smiled. The host asked, "Sofia, how did you do it?" She thought for a moment, then said softly, "Languages gave me new souls to live in. When I speak another language, I don't just learn words. I feel different worlds." The studio fell silent. Then came the applause, long, heartfelt, thunderous. That night, Sofia received thousands of messages from viewers worldwide. Some wanted to learn. Others simply thanked her for reminding them what passion looks like. As the camera lights faded and the studio emptied, Sofia sat alone, smiling. She opened her phone and started her next lesson, Arabic this time. Because for Sofia Morales, learning wasn't about fame or success. It was about becoming limitless. And somewhere in the quiet of her small room, surrounded by notes and flags, she whispered, "Let's begin again."